Have you ever tried to edit a user profile, only to find that the changes you made aren't showing up? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into how to refresh a route's resolved data in your application. I totally get it. You expect to see the updated user data after making changes, but instead, you're stuck looking at the old information. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar issues when working with route resolvers. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user asked, "How can I refresh the resolved user data when navigating back from the edit page?" They mentioned that after editing, the view still shows the outdated profile. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together and find a solution. So, what's happening here? When you navigate between child routes, the resolver doesn't trigger again because the parent route remains the same. This means you're stuck with the old data unless you find a way to refresh it. Let's break this down. And stick around. I've got a clever workaround at the end that will help you refresh that data seamlessly. To refresh the resolved user data when navigating back from the edit component to the view component, the user can implement a strategy to trigger the resolver again. One effective method is to use the Angular router's onSameURL navigation property. Next, the user should modify the routing module to include this configuration. This will allow the router to reload the component and trigger the resolver when navigating to the same route. After setting up the router, the user can now navigate back to the view component after editing. The resolver will be triggered again, fetching the updated user data from the server. Additionally, if the user prefers a more manual approach, they can also call the resolver directly in the component's TypeScript file when navigating back. By following these steps, the user can ensure that the view component always displays the most current user data after an edit. Fun fact, did you know that the first web applications were so basic that refreshing a page often meant losing all your data? Thankfully, we've come a long way since then. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach suggested by a user involves subscribing to the parent route's data. In the constructor, you can access the parent route and subscribe to its data to get the updated profile. When you want to update the profile, you can use a method that pushes the new profile data into the parent's data stream. Let's take a look at another answer from another user. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests calling the service method again after a successful edit. This way, you can fetch the updated user data directly from the back-end server. Here's the clever workaround I promised. Use a combination of route guards and state management to ensure your data is always fresh. This can save you a lot of headaches in the future. And there you have it. You should now be able to refresh your route's resolved data effectively. Remember, keeping your data updated is crucial for a smooth user experience. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips and don't miss our next video on advanced routing techniques.